So after last night's national championship game, a lot of Giants fans are talking about Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker, slot corner, I call him linebacker, for Clemson. And, the Giants have the fourth pick in this draft, so it's very possible that he could fall to us. Of course, the draft order right now, we have the Bengals probably going Joe Burrow. We have the Redskins probably taking Chase Young. The Lions, we don't know about right now. We probably won't know for at least a couple more months maybe. So, there's Andrew Thomas, there's Jeff Okudah, there's Isaiah Simmons, obviously. So, look, I don't know what they're going to do, and if Simmons falls to the Giants at 4, that's a pick that is going to be very tempting. So I just wanted to put my thoughts out there about Isaiah Simmons, and, I'll get into a lot of draft stuff in the coming months, but this is one of the top players that Giants fans want, and people talk about a lot, so I just want to offer my opinion about him and stuff like that. So let's get into the pros and cons of Isaiah Simmons, in my opinion. So for me, I probably watched about 5 full games of Isaiah Simmons. You can get a pretty good feel for a player watching every single snap of 5 games. I didn't watch every single snap of his career at Clemson. That's kind of crazy, so I'm just being honest with you guys right now. But still, I feel like with 5 games, you can get a good feel for a player. So the pro is very versatile. I think we all know that. Played slot corner, played safety, played linebacker, outside linebacker, even played outside corner for a couple snaps or something like that. So he could play everywhere. I personally like him inside linebacker more. We'll go over the position stuff later. He can cover tight ends and running backs and even some wide receivers at the NFL level. We saw last night he was covering Randy Moss's son at tight end for a little bit. I think did a pretty good job on him. And, I'm sure he can cover most tight ends in the NFL as well. This guy is freakishly athletic. He can cover most running backs. Against him and Saquon Barkley going against each other in practice would be very fun to watch. He rarely misses tackles, has good technique on the tackling as well. He's effective at blitzing. He's the type of guy that knows how to wrap up. I don't see him missing tackles too often, which you love. I'm sure Joe Judge would be a big fan of that. He will probably run between, I said 4.4 and 4.5, but it might be lower because there's a video that came out about him racing one of the faster players on his team, and it was basically a tie. So, it might be 4.3 something, maybe high 4.3s, which is still incredible for someone of his, size and playing linebacker, basically. He has a background in track, which definitely helps his speed and stuff like that. Says it helped him a lot with his football career in a video I watched about him. And the possible cons, I said, can he shed blocks from NFL linemen? So, Isaiah Simmons isn't too bulky, and I'm not putting that against him, of course, because it helps him be more versatile and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't know if he can shed blocks from some of the bigger guards in the NFL. I don't think it'll be a problem, but it's just a question and a possible con, I should say. Another thing is no certain position could there be a learning curve in the NFL. There's a learning curve for every rookie in the NFL, but this is a guy who bounces around position to position. I don't know if the Giants are going to do the same thing Clemson did with him and put him at every position. I think they want to put him at one place and have him learn that. So there might be a learning curve his first year or so, but still his talent will make up for it, and I think eventually he'd be a phenomenal player in the NFL. So now let's go over the position and where I think he should play. So I think I gave it away before, but I do want him to be an inside linebacker in the NFL, in my opinion. I think that would be best for him. He could use his sideline tackling ability. He could use his speed to basically tackle anyone. He can cover tight ends, as I said. He can cover running backs. He can utilize his pass rushing move when he's blitzing, and he has free range to use his athleticism. I think that's definitely big for him. I just feel like, maybe you could put him at the safety position, and maybe he could use the same attributes, but still, I feel like a linebacker, he can also come up and stop the run. He can blitz the passer when he needs to and do that all very well. And some comparisons with height and weight to some other guys that play his position. So Isaiah Simmons is a little taller than these guys, but Isaiah Simmons right now is 6'4", 229 pounds. They have him listed as. Miles Jack, the linebacker for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is 6'1", but 225 pounds, so they're basically the same weight. And then Deion Jones, the great inside linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons, is 6'2", 220. So those guys are somewhat similar. I did say Isaiah Simmons is a bit taller. Some people say he should be an outside linebacker. I personally don't see it. I don't really see the pass rushing moves. I don't really see him being a guy in the NFL who's going to get 10 plus sacks a year. I think he's a guy that can probably get 120 plus tackles a year, but I don't see him getting many sacks. That's just my opinion, though. He also talked about his move to the linebacker position in a YouTube video I watched. In an interview, he seemed very excited about moving there. It's a pretty recent video. It came out, I think, around Christmas time of, last Christmas, obviously. So he liked that move for him. And, the chart shows that he played 253 slot corner snaps, 166 at safety, 72 at inside linebacker, 12 as an outside corner, and 132 as an outside linebacker. So he's familiar with a lot of places. I don't think he's an outside corner, obviously. So I think it's between those 4 spots. So, look, I don't see him being a slot corner. I feel he's way too good of a tackler to waste him at slot corner. But I think if you put him an inside linebacker and take away some of a team's, best running back threat in the passing game, same with tight ends in the passing game, and the ability to rush the passer in blitzing situations, I feel that'd be phenomenal. The type of guy who can just run sideline to sideline and get 10 tackles a game for you. I think he could be a very good linebacker in the NFL. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about where he should play. But after watching him, I feel he'd be best at inside linebacker. So I think that's it for this video. Let me check real quick if I have anything else in this Isaiah Simmons folder. No, that should be it. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it's not a long video, obviously, but there's not much I can say about the guy right now. I might do an Andrew Thomas video, the left tackle, so let me know if you guys want to see that. Maybe Jeffrey Okudah. Let me know who you guys, think the Giants might take at number 4. I'll do some more deep dives and watch those guys and let you know my opinion about them. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time.